today we'll be making an adorable curly Easter deco mesh wreath. What you will need, I have this adorable little sign for the center, a 14-inch wreath ring, Chanel stems, 6-inch deco mesh, and I just chose colors that coincide with my sign, scissors or a rotary cutter, and a hot glue gun. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so I have cut my mesh into 8-inch long pieces, and I've cut my stems into thirds. Roll my mesh in a cute little curl. Roll the second piece, crisscross, and roll the third. And scrunch it. Take my stem and twist it in place. And then flare out my mesh. So I'm going to do that again, but I like to alternate so that once I'm placing all of the mesh on the wreath, every color is visible and it makes for just like a more fun and colorful wreath. I'm curling, rolling them into curls, scrunching, and twist. Just like that. You can kind of see the difference. Alright, so I'm going to get all of my bundles made and then I'll start placing it on my wreath. I decided to go with 3 pieces of mesh in each bundle. You can definitely go with more. Sometimes I do more. Just depends on the wreath. The more mesh you put in each bundle and the more bundles you have in each section, it's just going to make a thicker, curlier wreath. Alright, so I have made all of my bundles. Now I'm going to start placing them on my wreath ring. There are several methods you can use to place your bundles. Sometimes I go with the center 2 rings, sometimes I alternate inner 2, outer 2, inner 2, outer 2, and sometimes I go on each individual ring, rotating all the way around. Just personal preference and what style of wreath you are making. I do want to note that if you are going to use the center 2 rings or any 2 rings at a time, you will need to use half of a stem as opposed to a third. So since I'm using a third, I'm only going to twist it around 1 ring, because it's not long enough to go around 2. But again, if you use half of a stem, then you can go around 2 rings at once. Alright, so I'm going to place my bundle and twist it a couple of times and tuck it away. So the first bundle I put on the outer inner ring, the next one will go on the inner ring. And I think I'm just going to alternate between those 2. I may come back later and add in a bundle to the outer ring. I'll just kind of see what it's looking like. That's the good thing about this style of wreath. You can definitely go back and add in more bundles whenever you choose. And the number of bundles you use, again, that is completely up to you. The more bundles and the more mesh, the thicker and fuller and poofier and curlier your wreath is going to be. Right, so I'm just going to continue getting all of these bundles in place. Again, since the bundles were made before adding them to the wreath ring, it makes this process so much faster. I'm going to start with 4 bundles in each section, and then again I can come back and add bundles here and there as I see fit. All of my bundles in place. It's so cute and curly. I honestly have left wreaths like this all the time because they're so cute and precious. So if you want to do that, you can definitely do so. And then sometimes I add in more embellishments, ribbon, bows, any other type of decor, sign for the center, whatever you prefer. But again, it's so cute and precious just like this. But we are going to add this adorable little sign to our center. Another thing you can do is have different signs that coincide with your theme, and you can just switch out the signs for the different seasons. That would be something that's like really cute and sweet. When placing stems over an open area, I always try to avoid having my stem go across an open area because it just doesn't look that nice. So what I'm going to do is bring it down lower. So I'll take 2 stems, twist them together to form one long stem for the top and one for the bottom. And then I'm just going to hot glue them in place. And then instead of placing it up here where it'll be visible across the ears, I'm going to place it here. And then I just like to make sure I have enough of my stem hanging off the side of my sign so that I can easily attach it to my wreath. Now I'm just going to hot glue it in place. Snugly place it in the center, and I'm trying to pull out my mesh so that not much of it is covered by the sign. So cute. Alright, and then once you have the sign where you want it, take your stem, push the mesh aside, and attach your stem to the actual wreath ring. And then replace your mesh. And I'm going to repeat this step for all 4 stems. Alright, so once I have all of my stems attached, the little bunny feet are so cute. I'm just adjusting my mesh, making sure I fill any gaps or spaces. It's so cute and precious. Again, you can add even more embellishments. You can add in eggs or little bunnies or bows, whatever you prefer, but it's so cute, simple, and easy to make. Modify the color, the style, add in any additional embellishments you prefer.